Okay, so today Papa wants to talk about giving value because this is something that really holds dear to my heart. And in case you guys can hear some background noise, kids shouting whatsoever, it's you kids, right? You guys are actually shouting. You guys just came back from school and you're making ruckus right outside my room. So yeah, that explains it. Yeah, just want to shoot this video and talk about giving value because it's very important, right? It helped me make progress in life, right? A lot of progress, right? More than what I expected. So yeah, definitely a very important topic. And I can dare say that if you can give value, the rest will take care of itself. If you can give value, you will never go hungry another day in your life again. Yeah, so what exactly is giving value, right? So you guys might be watching this and mean, Papa, what is giving value? That sounds so vague, right? So let me just give you a definition first, and then followed by some examples, right? So definition of giving value is very simple. It's basically making the lives of others easier. Could be through acts of service or products or whatsoever, right? So that's what we mean by giving value. For example, let's say you're in school right now and you're very good at taking notes. Yeah, you're maybe a teacher's pet. I hope you're not a teacher's pet, but let's say maybe you're very good at taking notes, okay? And your notes are always very concise, very relevant to what's being taught in class. And then maybe at the back of your class, you have a bunch of other classmates who loves to play. Don't want to take notes, don't want to pay attention in class, but they know that taking notes is important because it helps them to focus on what they should be, helps them to realize what they should focus on in class, yeah? So how can you provide value to these classmates? Well, maybe you can say, hey guys, tell you what, right? Here's my notes, right? Feel free to copy it for free. And you can be sure they will be very thankful and grateful to you for that because you've just made their life easier. They don't have to pay attention in class and they can still get access to high quality notes. So this is an example of giving value. And when you give value, it opens up your world to opportunities. Could be new business, could be employment, could be a pay raise in future, right? When you're working for somebody. So business, how can business work? So maybe you tell them, say, yeah, feel free to copy my notes. And then they realize, wow, your notes very detailed, hand tired, right? Copy so much notes tiring. Then maybe you can make them an offer. Tell you what, I could help do the copying of the notes for you. Maybe you have a way to go and photocopy the notes and then deliver to their doorstep for a very reasonable fee of maybe $5 a month. Will they accept it? Probably yes, right? Because you have delivered value so far for the last maybe few weeks or few months. You let them copy their notes. You've already built goodwill with them. They trust you. They like you, right? Because you have made their life easier. And maybe now you have an offer for them that makes their life even easier. They don't even need to do the copying of the notes now, and it gets delivered to their house, all for just a small fee of $5 a month. What are the odds of them accepting the offer? Pretty, I'd say above 0%, right? Let's be realistic, right? Above 0%. It won't be 100%, but some of them will take the offer, and there you have it, a small little business that you can do. Yeah. Or how about this? Maybe some of you are very good at running. You're one of the fastest sprinter in school, right? When the recess bell, right, you sprint and you reach the canteen. And then you have some friends, right, a little slow, maybe bigger in size. They can't reach the canteen fast enough. By the time they reach the canteen, the queue is so long. They have to queue so long for their food. So how can you deliver value to them? Well, you can take their orders before recess time. And then you are the fast sprinter. You sprint to the stall and collect orders and place those orders for them. So by the time they walk out of the class to the canteen, the food is already on their table, right? Ready plated for them, and they can just eat immediately. Now imagine the value that you're providing to them, right? They don't have to queue up for their food. The moment they walk out of class to the canteen, the food is already ready for them over there. If you don't charge them a fee, then guess what? You're building immense value for your classmates. You're building such strong goodwill. They will really like you, trust you, and appreciate you because you've done something that is so valuable to them, which is getting to their food without queuing up in line. And then maybe you are feeling a bit entrepreneuristic, if that's a word. Yeah, you can offer them a service. Tell you what, every day I do this for you. I place your orders for you. Every order I just charge you an extra 10 cents, 20 cents, whatsoever, just a small markup, so they don't have to wait in line. Imagine just paying an extra 10 cents and not having to queue 10-15 minutes in line. Is that worth it to them? Again, not everybody will take up your offer, but I believe more than 0% of them, a certain percentage of them will take up on your offer. And that's what I mean by, by being of value to others, right? You open up doors of opportunities. you build goodwill. Others trust you, right? And you can even, let's say, as an employee, you would even be of value to the company and could get better pay raise, etc. So, for example, back then, Papa was working at this company that I think it's under hedge fund administrative work. Don't ask me what that is. I have no idea what I did for that period of 3 months, right? I was under probation for 3 months. Yeah, and the company is like Giamkana. So that kind of means that Giamkana is kind of a word that me and your mom came up with. So basically the company is stingy. Starting pay is $3,000 a month. I want to say a year, but not a month. And they hardly increase your pay unless maybe you work for maybe 4 or 5 years, you have a significant change in your role, upgrade in your role, and maybe give you a bit more. So otherwise, on a year-to-year basis, you don't expect pay increment just at 3K and no bonus whatsoever. It's a Giamkana company, yeah. So I know of this guy, right? At this company, we do a lot of Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. So I hate doing that, by the way. So a lot of numbers crunching, copy pasting, crunching the numbers and then delivering a report. And this guy is very good at macros. So macros is basically like a programming in Excel where you can do a lot of repetitive, mundane tasks, automate it, and one click of a button, boom, right? The macro would do all this repetitive, mundane tasks automatically for you. And that's an immense value to the company because it helps the employees of the company to be a lot more efficient instead of spending maybe 15-20 minutes to do the manual copy pasting, getting the data from elsewhere and then summarizing. The macro the guy create, one button can be done in maybe the whole process can take maybe just 5 to 10 seconds instead of 15 minutes. So you can see that amount of time and effort saved, right, from the company's point of view makes this guy very valuable. He's adding value to the company, right, making the company more efficient, helping the company save more money because the employees are more efficient. It means they take less time to get the work done. So this means they can do more stuff, right? And the company still pay the same salary. Yeah. So it's helping the company make money. So this guy is very valuable. And one time he wanted to leave the company. Guess what? This Giamkana company actually offered him a 20% pay raise for not leaving, just to bribe him not to leave, right? So any other employees like me, if I were to leave, they won't give a shit, right? Because I am dispensable, right? I'm just like everyone else. I can come and go, right? And nothing will change to their day-to-day operations. But for this guy, because he is so valuable, the company is willing to give him an extra 20% raise just not to leave because that's how valuable he is, right? So there you have it, right? This is really what I'm trying to hammer home, right? The point is, if you can be a person of value, if you can give value, I believe that you'll never go hungry another day in your life. And everything else will take care of itself, right? You can have business opportunities, you can be a great employee, and whatnot. All right. And if you think about this, right, Papa's business, what I do, right? Our trading business is online trading education. And how do I give value? So again, through YouTube videos, right? So I'm very familiar in the trading world, strategies, concepts, and stuff like that. So in the early days, I share a lot of the lessons, the mistakes that I've made, right, early on. And I publish it as videos, right, sharing the lessons, mistakes, even my own trading strategy with the world for free, yeah? And I'm giving value this way because people who don't know me from India, Africa, US, Malaysia, whatever, they watch my videos and they realize, Rainer, I do not know this guy, but he's giving me value, right? He's teaching me things about trading, right, without having to pay a cent. He's sharing with me his lessons, his mistakes, so I don't make it myself. So he's providing value to me. So that's the value I'm giving to people all around the world, even though I do not know them, yeah? So maybe let's say one fine day I decided to offer a mentorship program. There's a certain percentage of them who I've built goodwill with, who built trust with, might want to take up my mentorship because I've delivered so much value to them. And that's pretty much how the business is being run, by first delivering value to others. And in future, when we have a product or service, right, that they are interested in, they might be keen in, they will think of us because we have built such goodwill, such trust, right, along the way. So that's the power of giving value. And of course, one thing to also point out is that you can't always just give value for free, especially if it's very manual. Like, for example, let's say we talk about the copying notes for your friend. Maybe let's say, your friends want your notes and then you say, okay, tell you, I'll copy the notes for you, I'll print it and send it to your house for free. You can't do that for the long run because you have costs to incur, resources to incur, time to incur, right? So the key thing is that when you give value, you must make sure you are able to give it at scale without burning out. Because if you burn out, right, then there's only so much value that you can provide. Not that you don't want to give value, but you want to be a little bit smart about it. So like, for example, providing quality trading education on YouTube, right? I put in the effort for a few hours and that video will be out there kind of like forever. I'm going to give value in perpetuity forever to others out there who are interested in trading. So when you give value, you also want to bear this in mind, right? Don't give value to the point where you will burn out, because again, that's not scalable, and eventually you just be very upset, depressed, right? At the same time, when you give value, right, you also want to give value without expectations, because if you give value with expectations of something in future, then when that something doesn't happen, again, you will be depressed, upset, right? Because you didn't get what you expect in return. So when I did trading videos out there, when I was giving value out there to the world for free, I had no expectations. I enjoyed, doing such videos anyway. It's my passion, so I did it anyway. So when you give value to others, like the Microsoft Excel guy, that guy loves macro, whether or not he's paid or not. He loves to fiddle with the programming and just do macro. So again, he's doing it. He's providing value, right? Whether or not he gets paid or not, because it's his passion, it's what he loves to do. So when you, again, give value, right, give it without expectations. And also bear in mind, when you give value, right, as much as possible, you want to give value at scale without burning out. Because if you can do that, really, right, really, the rest will take care of itself, yeah? So, yeah, that's pretty much it for me, and I'll talk to you all soon, yeah?